All right, so great that you're here. Really excited that we can talk about property, which I live, breathe, and everything else. And I'm really happy that you guys want to learn more about it too. So in this first segment here today in our coaching class, we're going to learn to interpret the property market cycle and the implications that it has for you guys as property agents, or for you guys if you invest in property yourself, and potentially your clients as well. You already watched the MOOC, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So you have some basic knowledge already. Very good. So we're gonna see what the property market cycle means to us and how it works, and then what implications does it have. So first of all, we have to understand how the property cycle works. What is it all about? So let's see what you can remember from the MOOC. I have some cards here. Let me just briefly explain it to you. There's two sets of cards. You can work as a team, body team, together, teamwork, like in real life. Right? We always would help each other. So this set of cards has letters on it. See A, B, C, D. They're not in sequence. Don't go A, B, C, D, then it's wrong. Huh? Okay. It's just for my identification. Right. These contains the market phases. Right? What does it contain?
Phases. Market
phases. Phases. Right? Then these sets of cards have numbers on it. You see numbers 1 to 5. Actually, there's one that slipped over here. Yeah. This is the behavior of the prices within the phases, right? So what does the price do?
Okay.
So your task now is to match, firstly, into correct sequence, and secondly, match the correct behavior to the correct phase, right? So at the end of this exercise, you will have the 10 cards aligned, 2 parallel, and 5 underneath each other, identifying the different phases and the behavior next to it.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
I give you 2 minutes for that activity.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And it's very easy, since you know already 2 minutes should be definitely sufficient.
Okay.
So, okay.
So we take that.
Yeah.
So rising. What about
Peak. It's a cycle. I think it's falling bottom, recovery, rising, peak, right?
And this would have been peak as well.
Yeah. After the peak, it will fall.
Yeah. We don't put it into a circle, do we?
No, it's in a straight line, it's
In
fine.
a straight line.
Yeah, and then
It might make sense in a circle because of the cyclical.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
say falling,
Yeah.
You can
and
do that also.
bottom.
Or
That's the
Yeah.
Or
cycle.
you can do it.
That
recover.
Like that, right?
Or you can also do like the.
I would like to do that.
Okay, he would like to do it. So
Okay.
The
that's
curve
fine.
will
Can you
be
together?
the price falling up to a bottom, it start to recover back,
Mhm.
and it rise, and it goes to peak.
Okay.
Right?
I can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
The
And then-
Nike.
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
And then these are the price.
Stabilizing
So
low.
going down should be falling, right? Rising slowly will be
Yeah.
low level. Yes.
Rising fast.
fast, correct.
Peak.
Stabilizing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Didn't
Yeah.
even take you 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So do you think you got it right?
I think
Sure,
so.
confident. Very confident.
Indeed,
Yeah.
you did. Well done.
Mm,
Okay, good. So was it difficult?
I think it's very logical.
Yes, right.
Makes sense.
Actually, for me, what makes sense is that initially I suggested cyclical, and maybe we can because that comes. But I like the Nike tick more because it goes in line with how the highest rise
Mhm.
is going to be higher
Mm.
next time.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we have that going upward
In terms
trend.
of the y-axis for the price.
That's right. The
Yeah.
lowest low will still be lower than the next lowest low.
Yeah.
Good observation, yes. So now, rolling cycle is good, but in itself not useful yet, right?
Okay.
What makes it useful is what do you make out of this? How can you use this knowledge that you have gained here to your advantage as an investor or as an agent to advise your client?
Okay.
What do you make out of this? Why is this important?
If we are the investor, we have to watch the price level as it behaves in different phases of with respect to time. So the y-axis to me is in terms of money. Y-axis is the price. And the x-axis is the time.
Exactly, timing is of essence, right? So
it's value over time, in other words.
right. So would you want to buy the property in the falling market?
It depends.
Depends, that's right. But would you prefer falling or rising?
Rising.
And you only know that, but if you know where you are,
Rising, if you have a shorter holding time span.
if you,
Falling, if you have a longer holding time span.
it can, that's why I said it depends.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But so you can also determine strategy, right? Because actually, depending on the strategy, you mentioned two different ones, and you can make money in any of these situations if you have the right strategy to do so, and if you know, as you said, where you are.
Yeah.
What else do you make out of this? How can you use this?
I think it's something to do with each individual's risk appetite, whether he can hold for how long, he has the money to hold and park there or not, and therefore whether he is in for the long-term investment sake or in for the flipping.
Right.
Yeah.
One is the holding period. The other one is you could look at pricing levels. You mentioned it already. What could be another reason why you buy a property if it's not about the price?
Capital appreciation.
I mean, capital appreciation is the price.
Yeah.
But
Rental income.
rental income, thank you. Right. So then,
Passive income.
right, if you go after rental income, and let's assume the income is more or less stable, that your tenant pays you, when would be a better price to buy that property that you want for rental income?
Low.
Low,
When I
exactly. You're
get-
right. Yes.
When I also get a low interest rate.
Yeah. That's also
I'm
right.
assuming there's a loan involved.
Right. So if you buy it here compared to there, you get a higher rental
What's
yield.
the word?
Because the rent is the
Rate-
same, but the price is lower.
ROI,
Yes. Very
in
good.
terms of rental income,
pay
is
attention.
going to be.
Yes, you pay attention.
Higher.
Very good. Okay, so I mean, to quickly summarize this, you've identified some criteria how to identify the different phases of the property market and what to make out of it, right? So then, if you know this, you can identify your own strategy or your client strategy and find the right market on the right timing to buy that property, right? Because there's always a market at any given time. Do you think there's a market where we're bottom right now?
Yes.
And do you think there's a market that's peaking right now?
Sure.
You're right. Right? So you just got not.
So to capitalize on, to maximize capital gain and rental income ROI, then this would be hitting it.
Yes.
But we can still get capital gain
All the way.
here.
Of course.
When we
Correct me if I'm
maximize-
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If we buy the property at this stage, there's very limited upside.
That's right.
On
So the-
capital gain,
Yeah.
and there's low ROI.
And then for your risk exposure is higher
Then you high risk is.
because the next behavior will be the falling part. You know, then you will be at the losing end. So
So this,
unless you are in for this property for the long term.
Yes.
You are waiting for
If
the
that's
next
your-
cycle.
If that's your strategy, that's perfectly fine
Yeah.
too, right? So that's
So
why
therefore you're holding.
So long term, you don't care how many cycles you're
Yeah.
going to go through, right? You get to buy for decades.
Correct.
typically property is a long-term game, right?
It is.
Yeah, but as an active investor, I'm more interested in buying at the right time in the right geographies,
Yeah.
geographical space, to
But
sell.
does this help you to understand, to make that happen?
But I think it's very complex, Jochen, because I'm also thinking, in Singapore, I hear it's a different game for freehold. It is a different game for leasehold in terms of rental.
Yes, but they all behave in a similar way, right? Although they might be in different phases at the same time. So that's why it's important, as you rightly said, because of these things, to understand it, and then you can see what is right for you at the time. Like maybe Singapore might not have been good the last 2-3 years, but UK was enjoying a very long rise up to now. But now Singapore shows signs of bottoming out. So if that's your strategy to go after appreciation, you can look at that. And you don't have to do it yourself. Who can help you to identify this? You have to understand it, but who does the hard work for you? Who?
Bankers,
Bankers, for example. Who else?
the
Property agents, right? They're very, very large ones. I mean, not a small little agent that you know, but people like Savills or Jones Salang, CBRE, they do property research, they publish it, and they're very good quality research. So just read it and you know.
Okay, okay, thank you very much.
All right.